Ajay, can you hear us? Yeah.
Yes.
Ajay, we have
you
a
can
great
show
panel.
The picture.
We have a great panel
Yes.
over here. You might have heard Dr. Fitzgerald's talk just now. And he is joined by Dr. Pianizaki from Poland, Dr. Lahideb from Tunisia, Dr. Milewski from Poland, Dr. LD from UAE, and Colangelo from Italy. Please introduce your patient.
A patient 55 years old. She had anterior myocardial infarction on 6th of November. Ejection fraction 30%. She was thrombolized and she underwent angiogram on 8th of November. The angio showed left main with LED disease. You can only this shoot. So this is the angio picture. And in another shoot it looks like this. There is some plaque in left main and there is a critical LED disease. And that is the anatomy. So what is the strategy? The circ ostium is not involved. There is some disease in the circumflex and LED is critically diseased and there is some plaque in left main, a very short left main.
Question, why do you use the febrile approach? Are there any strategies?
The thing is that we have to, she is a female, she had underwent angiogram by radial only. Now the radial is slightly weak and we want to do bifurcation strategy. So we have to use the 7F guiding. Because of that we had to use the femoral. So what is the opinion of the house? Ready ठेवा दाखवायला. So subsequently we had just gone ahead, we had just put the wire in the LED and decided to dilate the LED lesion after putting the wire in the circumflex. And this is LED dilatation. After LED dilatation we decided to put a morph 3.5 by 3 from left main ostium to LED. This is the morph from 3.5 to 3 from left main ostium to LED. Then we had done a pot with a 4 millimeter balloon, 4 by 8 millimeter balloon in the left main. After pot we had recrossed the circumflex wire. Then we dilated the LED stent. There was some disease which is seen in mid LED just distal to the stent. Then we dilated the skirt of the circumflex. And then we had done a provisional stenting of the circumflex ostium with a simultaneous kissing. And then we had done the OCT. So So now I will show you the first OCT run. First OCT run. OCT कनेक्ट झाले तिकडे. नाही नाही दिसत नाही. OCT दाखव ना त्याला, बोलव ना त्याला. OCT हां ओके हां नाव शो द OCT रन. From distal to the proximal. Go to the distal. मॉनिटर तर लावणार आहे. मॉनिटर लावणार. ओके. So the OCT is showing there is some significant distal disease distal to the stent. So that distal vessel was not looking good. We had just given a nitroglycerin also, and after putting a nitroglycerin also there was some significant stenosis. Then we decided to stent distal vessel. The available stent length was only 44. We required around 35 to 40, but it was not available on the shelf, so we had used a 2.75 into 44, and then we had done a post dilatation. And then we had done a OCT after putting a distal stent. Second OCT. This is the left main. You can see the left main. This is circumflex, and this is the left main. This circumflex ostium, and come proximal. Show the left main. This is the left main. What is the left main diameter? Hmm? 3.07. What is the area is 7.4. Then we had done a final pot for left main because there is some ovalization after putting two balloons. So we had done a pot at a 12 atmosphere, and then after pot this is the final result. The left main is stented from the ostium, hardly half stud is just hanging in the aorta, and this is the final result. We had used the two stents, but one in left main over LED and second is in LED only. We had not stented the circumflex. There is a provisional stenting of circumflex ostium.
Yeah. As a result, longer stenting is required, but as you can see,
Any question from panel?
First of all, is it possible that we could see the most proximal part of the stent in the sorry, there is some problems.
So,
with
Ajay, can you show the OCT of proximal left main, proximal LAD and left main?
in OCT? Because I think that maybe there is some malposition in the osseal part of the stent in left main. We could see it only for a short moment.
OCT
so-
picture, OCT. Previous OCT. First OCT. They want to see the left main.
Okay, go back towards the guide. Yeah.
Sir, cost here.
Maybe you can just play it.
This is left main.
Yeah, play it there, please. Can you play it? From there, yeah, from there.
Can you play it?
Yeah, you could stop at the end of the stand or at the beginning of the stand, because I am wondering if this is already aorta or the stand is too small. So we should just evaluate this.
We can just evaluate it. We have to just see. This side. Go this side. This side, this side. This. Near 30, near 30, near 30. Come close. Go back. Go towards 40. Go towards 40. Slowly. This is the aorta.
Yeah. Yeah, that's aorta. I think that's actually
And
good.
go towards this side.
Yeah, you can see it on longitudinal view. There is the beginning of aorta.
Yes. This is the stent. Just go. Go this side. This side. This side. Go towards. Go.
Okay, so it seems that the stand is
30.
well opposed. Yes, do you agree?
Well opposed, and it is just covering the aorta. Go towards 31, 31, 31. Okay.
Yeah, this
So
is the
this
beginning
place
of
where
aorta.
it is slightly hanging. That is in the aorta. It is the beginning of the aorta where it is at the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It is hanging.
Now there's good result with regard to left main, of course.
Yes.
I think this is Peter Fitzgerald. Congratulations. That was a beautiful survey of a case you did. One of the things that always fools me is that, you know, whether the circumflex actually needed, I couldn't tell angiographically whether it really had a disease burden proximally just because of the
At
angle.
ostium there is no disease burden, but distally there is a disease.
Yeah, no, that's what it appeared to
At
be.
ostium of the circumflex it is.
Sometimes running the OCT after the left LAD stents in and just look over across and see what that orifice looks like sometimes can gauge whether you need a stent or not. So sometimes that helps you to make another run before you put the stent in the circumflex.
I think looks good. If there's no other comments, we will move on. Any other comments from the panel? Dr. Fitzgerald, anything else?
No, I think that is good. This patient is going to have difficulty if there's restenosis for whatever reason. Surgical option is probably not going to be possible. So I think it's important that this patient be followed closely, but I'm hoping that there's not going to be in-stent restenosis because you've got a full metal jacket there. It's good for now, though.
Yes.
So for the panel, there's a question earlier from the audience. Do you think biomime having sirolimus eluting, sirolimus drug, how do you feel that as compared to the current generation everolimus eluting stents? And Dr. Mahajan and Dr. Hamasaki also can jump in for that question. Do you think the sirolimus on the biomime, how do you feel about the sirolimus? It is an old drug which we are used to having it right from the cipher days. Do you think sirolimus is okay on the biomime, or we need everolimus on biomime?
Can I answer this question?
Yes, anyone.
I think this is not only the drug. This is the kinetics of the drug. This is the polymer. This is the stent. There is a few factors which play a role. And we've already seen the study in which there was the randomized trial in which we compared my stent, a new sirolimus eluting stent, with a Sion stent. And the results were even better for sirolimus. So I don't think that the sirolimus is the only factor. That there is the combination of these factors. So I can expect, based on our experience on merit data, that we can expect really good results, and sirolimus is not worse than everolimus.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for the excellent demonstration of this patient, Dr. Mahajan and Dr. Hamasaki. We really appreciate your time again.
Thank you.